Hello everyone, that's tuning into the 5th Christmas update. So we've done 4 updates so far. Haven't really found a trend yet within the CFS 9 monthly forecast. And that's what we're doing with these updates. We're attempting to see whether the model can come up with a trend and then run with that trend. Now as we get closer to Christmas, still a very long way away from it of course, as we get closer to Christmas we should be able to find the model picking up a trend. But at the moment it's still reaching around looking for the idea of what will be happening around this time of year. Now remember, we can't pinpoint the exact weather on that one day at this point so far away. We'll need to get around 2 weeks before we can start thinking about doing that. But what we are looking for is the trend of what could be happening around mid-December, around late December, and then through to early in the new year. So, as I said, we did 4 updates so far. Generally, the first 3 were on the mildish side, but they weren't without interest. They all sort of hinted, these updates 1 and 3, hinted at chance of cold weather around the new year, actually. The last update, the 4th update that we did a couple of nights ago, Tuesday night, was very interesting. That one turned cold just before Christmas, and it was hinting at the chance of a white Christmas of snow for Christmas. Generated a lot of excitement and interest, I think. We'll see what the 5th update has to say in a second. Before I get on with that, just to say about the ads. So there's links to articles on all the pages. You can have a browse visits and click through links. You're helping us to pay for our website. Thanks very much for doing that. There's also video ads to most pages which open out content when you watch their codes become again. Does help to pay for Gazworthies. And on the 1st December, when we started the Christmas updates, we also opened the Christmas shop. So if you've got any Christmas shop to do at Amazon between now and Christmas, all you have to do is first of all click the green button just underneath this video on the Christmas updates page. Just click the green button. That takes you to our shop. You'll be greeted by the Amazon banners, and you'll also be greeted by some snowflakes that I've added in to give a bit of a more seasonal feel on that page, and you might even get your first Merry Christmas that you've had from Gazworthies as well. But the most important thing is that when you get to that page, you click the Amazon banners, go through to Amazon, where you do your Christmas shopping as normal. Don't need to do anything different whatsoever, just purely the fact that you've clicked from our website to theirs, which means we get a revenue fee on the items that you buy. So you can do that as often as you want between now and Christmas, and you've still got plenty of time, of course, to get your Christmas shopping to you. It's only first part of November, so plenty of time. But if you've got any shop to do at Amazon for Christmas, then just click through the Amazon banners, and we'll get a review fee on the things that you purchase. Thanks very much for doing that. So let's get on with the 5th Christmas update then. We are, as always, using the CFS 9 monthly forecast at the website metroseal.fa. You can find the link to Metroseal on the links page. It's the midday run. We always try and use the same update. It does update 4 times a day, same as GFS. Midnight, 6 in the morning, midday, and then 6 in the evening. We always try to use the same run, and then we can't be told off for cherry picking or anything like that. So it's a midday run, and it's purely how the charts come out on this particular update. Of course, the more updates we do, hopefully, if I was working correctly, we will find the trend. So we're going to start on the 10th of December. Here we go. We're in a westerly flow. At this point, we've got low pressure to the north of Scotland, we've got high pressure down to southwest, and we're bringing westerlies across the country. They're bringing rain to Scotland and showers elsewhere. We go through to the 11th and on into the 12th of December, find a bit of a build of high pressure taking place. So high pressure building up from the south and the east, bringing mainly dry weather to England and Wales. There could be frost and fog in with that. Scotland and Northern Ireland looks a little bit more unsettled. Westerly winds still continuing there, bringing some outbreaks of rain. Beyond that, the high pressure continues to dominate, actually. It's centred across central and eastern parts of Europe as we run up to the 14th of December, bringing the air up. Now, you would think this is quite a warm flow. In summer, it certainly would be a warm flow, air coming up out of France. But, of course, it's December, so the continent's going to be pretty cold. Actually, I think, particularly for England and Wales, this would be frost and fog. For Scotland and Northern Ireland, probably a little bit milder there with outbreaks of rain. But I would have thought, particularly for the south south and east of the country, you can expect that to be quite cold with the air coming in off the continent, bringing, as I say, quite a lot of frost and foggy conditions through the middle part of December. We go up through to the 15th of December, no real change. It looks like staying mainly anticyclonic, 15th into the 16th. A lot of high pressure there. Again, there could be extensive frost and fog for England and Wales. Probably some sort of weather front bringing outbreaks of rain in towards Scotland all right. But a very quiet middle part of December. So we go through to the 17th of December and start to run up towards Christmas, and no change actually. High pressure just continues to dominate here as we're going from the 17th into the 18th. But notice by the 18th of December that high pressure is beginning to pull out into the Atlantic. No real change for us, but it just means, I think, a continuation again of very quiet weather, lots of frost and fog. If not frost and fog, then plenty of anticyclonic gloom. Now towards the 19th, we begin to run towards Christmas. That high pressure starts to push up towards Greenland and Iceland through the 20th and 21st. With that, the winds are starting to pull into the north. So there's a cold front moving southwards across the country, probably bringing outbreaks of rain, clearing away any frost and fog. And then if you follow the isobars back, we've got cold air coming down from the north and the northeast. That would bring snow showers to northern and eastern parts of the country, and probably some quite hard night frost as well. So we run up towards Christmas, 21st on the 22nd of December, we go into a proper cold spell. High pressure out to the north and west, low pressure as a trough is through many central parts of Europe. The winds are going into the northeast, so I think that delivers snow showers to eastern parts of the country, and a cold daytime temperatures, probably starting to get above freezing. With that, with some hard overnight frost as well. A very, very seasonable feel as we run up towards Christmas. This takes us up to Christmas Eve, when it looks like we're staying cold. Could still be snow showers in the southeast, otherwise high pressure is ridging through the country, probably bringing a lot of frosty weather. So Christmas Eve on in towards Christmas Day begins to see a change. Low pressure starting to move in off the Atlantic, because that's running into cold air. So you find a band of rain moving in from the west, possibly turning to snow on Christmas Day as it hits that cold air. This isn't as definitively snowy as the fourth update was. But remember, these we can't really pinpoint this down to a single day. The general idea is still for this update, but it's cold around the Christmas period, albeit perhaps not quite to the same extent as the fifth update. But it's a cold update for Christmas, essentially. Any rain or snow clears away into Boxing Day, and then we're into these westerlies. They're bringing showers across the country. They're quite cold as well. Could bring some wintry conditions up to the north, but it is a more Atlantic base flow. Beyond Christmas, jet stream starts to dig back southwards again. Look at that. We're starting to dig low pressure down to the south, so cold air is beginning to return from the north. And again, we get another build of pressure as we go up towards the new year. This is 30th of December. High pressure's building out to the north and west. The winds are going back into the east and the north, again bringing more cold air across the country, probably snow showers to northern and eastern parts of the country as well. And that takes us up to New Year's Eve, which looks cold. High pressures to the north. We're bringing in the winds from the northeast or the east, and I suspect there will be more snow, especially across eastern parts of the country. That's how it looks as Big Ben chimes on New Year's Day. It's a cold one, so we've got high pressure out to the north and west. Again, bring down those northeasterly winds there, delivering snow showers to eastern parts of the country. New Year's Day looks cold. Beyond that, low pressure starts to dig back in off the Atlantic again, running into cold air in the first days of 2017. That's probably producing snow as it hits that cold air. So really quite a wintry update, this, albeit nothing severe, nothing like the fourth update, which was a pretty severe update. This is more sort of marginal, but it is generally still another pretty cold one. And then as you go through the first week of January, we re-establish the westerlies, so it turns milder then through that first week of the month. I think we can put this down as another cold one, following on from the 5th update. So, from the 4th update, I should say. So, quite interesting. We appear to have just a little bit, only 2 updates so far, they are back to back. We appear to have a little bit of a trend for a cold Christmas. We'll have to wait and see what the next update shows. We'll do that on Saturday evening. Again, around 6-7 o'clock in the evening, we will do the 6th update. And will that continue the cold Christmas idea that we've had from updates 4 and updates 5? We shall see with the next instalment. Right, that's all for now. And thanks very much for watching. Come back for the next Christmas update on Saturday. Bye for now.